Assalamu guys, Ifan back again with another video, and this video is part 4 of the multi-part video series we are doing on Visual Basic for Microsoft Excel. Now in this video what we are going to be doing is we're going to be building on what we have learned so far in part 1 to 3 and taking it one step further. In the previous video, we had shown how to create a button and how to assign a macro to it. So we will go ahead and use that. And in this video, what we are going to be doing is how to move the active cell. Now, this is where you have the dark outline. This is what the active cell is. Now, if you want to display a text, that text gets displayed in the active cell. So now if you are currently over here, but you want to have something display over here from here, you want to go over here, what you will have to do is move this active cell 3 places and then display the text that you want, a value of a variable that you want displayed. Now, in this video, what we'll see is how to actually get the active cell cursor to move across up and down and left or right or diagonally. So let's get started. What we'll do is first we'll create buttons for the movement. Okay, so we have one button, and what we'll do is we'll call it, oops, sorry, move up, and we will not assign the macro for right now. Okay, let's not do that right now. Let's just hold down the Alt key and resize it so it snaps to the grid. Okay, and we will rename it move up. Okay, now we'll have another button that goes down, move down, and then we'll have move left and move right. So we'll put in a button here. Okay, and we'll call it move down. Okay, and I'm going to hold down the Alt key and resize it, and let's just call it move down. Okay, yep, it doesn't fit. Okay, let's just hang on a second. Let's just, instead of calling it move down, let's just call it down. And I'm gonna go, oops, I'm gonna go ahead and rename this as just up. Okay, there you go. Now I'll put a button here that will be move, that will be right, and then left here. So let's put a button here and call it move right. Okay, hold down the Alt key and resize it. And we'll rename the text and call it right. And I'm going to put a button here that says left. Okay. Okay. And hold down the Alt key. There you go. And let's just edit this text here and call it left. Okay. So now we've got up button, down button, right button, and a left button. Okay. Similarly, we could have a button here that says up and left, up and right, down right, and down left. Okay, we could do that too. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and write the VBA code to go with this. And whenever we do this, just to show you how the cursor is also moving, and we also are able to get a value assigned to that active cell. We'll just have the active cell filled with the letter one, sorry, not the letter, the number one. Okay, so let's first we'll assign a macro to up. So, well, you know what? Let's go into Visual Basic first, and we'll do an insert module, move up, and here's where we add the code selection dot offset. Now, whatever you put in within the brackets, a positive number, the first positive number moves it down, the second positive number moves it to the right. Okay, so this is going up. So we are not moving it down, we're going up. So this is going to be a negative one. A positive one moves it down, a negative one moves it up. And since we do not want it to move left or right, we'll put a 0 dot select. Okay, so that is your move up. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to reuse this, and we'll insert another module, and we'll call this move down, and this time we'll have a positive one. Okay, and then we'll insert another module, copy, and this time what we're going to be doing is move to the right. Okay, now the first, like I had told you before, moves it up and down. A negative one moves it up. A positive number moves it down. The second is horizontal. A positive horizontal number moves it to the right. A negative horizontal moves it to the left. So what we'll do is we do not want any vertical movement. So we'll make that a 0. And since we're moving right, we put a positive 1. Okay. And we're done. And we'll insert another module, and we'll call it move left. And once again, since you're not doing any vertical movement, we'll put a 0 for the vertical, and for the horizontal, what we'll do is we'll put a negative 1. Okay. One thing that we forgot was we forgot to assign active cell dot value is equal to 1. What that means is, just gonna copy this. What that means is whatever the active cell is, fill it with the number 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one line in all the four, all the remaining 3 modules. Okay, there you go. And there you go. Okay, so we've got our 4 modules done. Now we can, what we'll do is, now we go to this button, do a right click and go to assign macro. Okay, and there you have all the macros that we have just defined. Now this is the up button, so we'll connect this with the move up. This is the right button, so we'll connect this to the move right. This is the down button. We'll connect that with the move down button macro. And let me just put my phone on silent. Just give me a minute here. And this is left, move left, and we'll assign this to the move left. Okay, done. Now I'm just going to put my cursor here. Now this is your active cell K15. I have made that as my active cell. Now when I click on the move up, this active cell is going to move up 1, and this is going to become 1. The value of this cell is going to become 1 if we did it right. If we did everything right. Okay, so let's check. This is the moment of truth. I'm going to click on the up button. So like I said, this should move, the active cell should move up 1 and put a 1 in here. So let's click here, and there you go. Okay, now if I click on the right, active cell will move right 1 and put a 1 there. Now down 1, this active cell will move down and put a 1 here. And if I do a left, active cell is going to move left one place and put a 1. So you see, that's how you can have your active cell being moved across on the screen. And it's useful if you want to have a particular text displayed relative of where you are right now on anywhere in your screen. This is how you would move your active cell across on your worksheet. So let's just do a quick recap. What we did was we built on what we had learned earlier, and we had created 4 buttons. One's for up, one button for down, and one button for right, and one for left. Then we went into Visual Basic, and we created the macros, and we used the command selection.offset, and within the brackets, whether we are moving up or down or left or right, dot select. Okay, now the negative one means the first place, the first argument is the vertical movement. So if it's a negative one, or negative 2, you're moving up one place or 2 places. If it's a positive 1, positive 2, or whatever, it's moving down those many places. The second argument is the horizontal movement. If it's 0, that means it's not going to move. If it's a positive number like 1, 2, or 3, it's going to move those many cells to the right. And if it's a negative number, it's going to move those many cells to the left. And then obviously, last of all, the active cell dot value. This function, what this does is it assigns a value to whatever the active cell is. We just did that to show you more visually that how you can have the active cell cursor be moved across on the screen, and then have it have Visual Basic also assign a value to that cell. So right now we're just putting in a 1, but obviously this could be a calculated value also. So you could have the cursor, the active cell moved across somewhere on the screen, and then that active cell would get its value from a calculation that you have done earlier. So this is basically, like I said, building on the first 3 parts of this video series. We've shown you how to have the active cell moved, up or down or left or right on the screen, and then have it actually assign a number to the a number or text or a value to the active cell. So if you, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please kindly give it a thumbs up, and if you if you kindly hit that subscribe button, so you always get notifications when new videos are uploaded. And in order to get notification, make sure you hit the bell icon. Okay. So like I said, thank you very much, and if you like this video, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you.